What's up guys, Todd here from Whale Guitar, where we teach you music through your favourite songs, and today's song is Dammit by Blink-182. Now this song is predominantly a power chord kind of song. What we're going to do is going to run through the intro riff, we're going to run through the chorus part, what happens in like the bridge part as well, and that's pretty much it. There really is only kind of like a few sections to the song. So we're going to jump straight in and we're going to look at our intro riff, which sounds like this. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come straight in on the left hand. We're starting on the 3rd fret with our 3rd finger on the A string. You're going to hit that twice. I'd actually probably use your 2nd finger for that, so it's... And then we're going to go to the open 4th string, the D string, for 2 times. And then we're going to hit the 2nd fret on that D string with our 1st finger. Okay, so this is kind of like sets up for the rest of it. So it's open D, then we hit the G root note, same thing. So all we're doing is going from here to here, the top string. And that once again is just the open D twice, followed by the 2nd fret. So that's... Then we go to open A, our open 5th string to start it 2 times. Open D. And then the last one is an F. So 1st finger on the F, you're going to hit that twice. So I'm going to go F 2 times, and then 2 times on the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then that D string, the same string, open. Let me play that one more time for you. And that's it. That is our intro riff. We do that in the intro, and we also play that in between verses. Straight after that, we're going to go straight into our verse. Now we're playing power chords here, okay? Now with power chords, we've got 4 chords that we're going to be playing. The first one is a C power chord. So we're going to have our 1st finger on the C on the A string here. So 1st finger, 3rd fret on the 5th string, and you're going to have your 3rd finger on the 5th string on the 5th fret on our 4th string. You can play a power chord just like that, or you can use your little finger. With my pick, I'm only playing these 2 strings, okay? Alternatively, you can have your 3rd finger there and double up the root note. So this note here I'm playing with my little finger is the same as this C here. So now I'm playing these 3. Okay, we've got a C power chord. That's our first one. The next one, we're just going to lift that up 1 string each, and now this is a G power chord. 1st finger on the G, 3rd fret, 1st finger, 3rd finger's on fret 5, little finger below that. Then we're going up to an A. We're just going to take this position as usual with our power chords. We're just going to slide that up 2 frets. So to G sharp up to A is our 3rd chord, and our 4th chord is just taking that straight back down to F. Okay, so those chords are C, G, A, F. What we're going to do here is we're going to do palm muting though, okay? So we're going to go hit the chord open, and we do that pattern on every chord. So we're going to be playing our C power chord here. So remember, with palm muting, I'm literally using this part of my palm here, and I'm going to rest it right in front of the saddle on my bridge here. So right in front of it on there. That's how we get that palm muting sound. So play it open. And when I do the palm muting, I'm doing an alternate pick, going down, up, only on this this root note on the A string. So let's move to a G, do the same thing. I'm going to move my left hand up, 1 string each. Taking it up to the A, to the F. Let me show you that a little bit quicker. We're going to do it twice. And then it opens up. And now, so the second half of the verse on the 3rd and the 4th time through that chord progression, we're playing it open and strumming. So the strumming pattern I'm going to use here is just down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We'll do that twice. Back to our intro riff. Do that twice. Exactly the same as what we've just done. And then after that we go to our first chorus, okay? Now chorus is the same chords again. We're going to strum them out, and they're going to go for a little bit longer though. So it's a C to the G, down, then up, down, to the A, down, then up, down to the F. only difference is there on the second time through, we're going to go to F, to G, back to our intro riff. Okay, so one more time really quick to that chorus. C, G, A, F. All power chords. C, we'll repeat that again. G, A to F. Yes, this is well. Intro riff again. Do that twice. Into the verse 3, exactly the same, and a chorus exactly the same as the one we've just done. So far we've had intro, verse, back to the intro riff, verse 2, our first chorus, back to the intro riff, verse 3, another chorus, now we get to our bridge. Now in the bridge section, it kind of rings out on the C there, and we're going, you can hear the bass line. The bass line's actually doing a movement like this, from a C to the D, to an E, to an F. So that's the bass guitar playing that part. The guitar underneath, we're going to go to a little bit of a cleaner tone. The guitar part underneath is doing this. Let me just play the melody. Okay, so what I'm doing here is all I'm doing is holding the first fret down here on the second string. I'm playing an open E. I'm just playing these 3 strings only. Okay, now the second time I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to put the third finger on the third fret on the second string, and I'm going to be playing the third fret, then the open string, the first string, and then taking that off and playing just the second string on that C. So those first two are sorry. Now the third time through is the same as the first, and then the fourth time we're going to go we do that idea twice, and then we just start it again. And on the last time it goes, okay, so that is the third fret on the second string, and then the open E, taking it off, and do it again. So the open E, back to this note, and then take it off to this note here. Let me play that whole bridge part. So we've got, might be good to get the right hand too here, Chad, just so we can so they can sort of see which strings I'm playing. So. As soon as you hit that last note, that's when our we go back to our intro riff, which happens 4 times at the end of the song, and we're done. So then after that, we just go back to. Finishing on a C power chord. And there you have it. That's pretty much the whole song. That's everything you need. One other thing I did have is in the chorus, in the second chorus, is when you hit the chorus twice. In the second chorus, even though it's like, if I just go to like record it for you, it would sort of sound like this. I won't do the whole thing. Let's do half. So there's the chorus going. Over the top of that, there's just the C octave going. So what I'm playing over the top, you can hear it on the recording, there's a C octave going on, so it's an octave playing is just our root note. Rather than our power chord shape, we're going to drop that finger down one string, or you just use your little finger. So we're only hitting these 2 strings to play an octave. That's a C note here, that's a C note there. That's what we call an octave, the interval between the two. So first finger there, with that first finger when I'm playing an octave, and also a power chord on this A string, I lightly touch the E string here, so it's muted. If I happen to hit it with my pick in my right hand, my first finger is also kind of touching that string to mute that one as well, so we don't hear that. My little finger is playing the octave there, and then my little finger I actually used to mute that string also, And then the bottom string has also been muted by my first finger back here, okay? So that's my octave, so have a listen. It goes into the bridge part there. So that's it, guys. That's it for your for the electric guitar part, the riff, the chorus parts. What I'd like to quickly talk about now is just if you want to stick around and we're going to just talk about if you were to maybe take this to an acoustic kind of place. I'm going to grab the acoustic guitar right now and just show you how you might convert something like this really quickly from like just power chords. If you're an acoustic performer and that's what you do and that's what you like to do, we're going to talk really quickly about which chords you would play and how you would play, because you're not necessarily just going to play power chords on an acoustic guitar. We're going to look at the open chords. Be back in 2 seconds. Okay, now that we've picked up the acoustic guitar, we know the chord progression before was our C, G, A and F. Really quickly, like this is in the key of C, so what we need to do is know what are those chords? Are they major or are they minor? Okay, so this is where knowing your scale tone harmony is really, really important. What that means is like the C in the key of C and the C major is always going to be a major chord. The G chord, if we're counting up like the C major scale, which is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G. G is the fifth chord. The fifth is always major or dominant. We're just going to play it as a major chord. So it's C major to a G major, which means A would be our sixth. The sixth chord in a major key is always a minor. So A is going to be a minor chord. And then F is just going to be our major bar chord like this. Okay, so let me just show you those chords really quickly. We have C major. We have a G major, we have an A minor, and we have an F major bar chord. So remember, this F bar chord is coming from our, it's the root notes on the E string, so we're coming from our open E major shape like this. Swapping our fingers around so our first finger is free. Our root note at the moment is our open E string. If we take this up one fret and we bar down here, our root note is now an F note. There is our F major bar chord. Okay. So what that means is if you were to play this song, you might, if you were to be performing it, you might start with the riff. You could do it like that. And then you can go into the chords. I mean, you could even like play the chords and kind of mix in the riff as well. So I'm holding a C chord on and kind of strumming it, but and then to the G, I mean, yeah, it's kind of that one's, the F is kind of tricky to do that, but there's just some ideas to kind of play with, you know. So look, we've just covered all of the chords. Really quickly though, with the scale tone harmony stuff, if that's sort of something you don't really fully understand, we do have an 80-20 whale guitar course where we cover absolutely everything from knowing nothing about playing guitar and picking it up for the first time. The course takes you through 12 modules, and by the end of it you're actually writing and creating your own music. So if anything we're talking about you're unsure of and you want to check out further, we have that to offer. So yeah, so just keep practicing, know that you can always change something, especially that's like kind of power chord based. Try to work out what those chords are, if they would be major or minor. This is a really common chord progression. This is our 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression, which we have covered in many other songs that we've done as well. So
and the course.
And what, sorry?
The 4 chords course.
The 4 chords course, yeah. We have that as well. If you go to whaleguitar.com,
yep,
you will find that there too. So yeah, any questions or comments, guys, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And until then, we'll see you next time. Keep playing and good luck. Ciao.